Welcome to the chlorine test part of the demonstration. This is where we're going to show you exactly some fundamental facts about chlorine and how that's present in your everyday tap water. When I speak to people, I know that the majority of people avoid tap water because of the chlorine in it, so they tend to drink bottled water. Some people still drink tap water though, despite the fact that they know that there's chlorine in there. But what we want to show you today is how chlorine has the ability to attach itself to any organic material, okay? So here is a sample of the tap water that's just been taken from the kitchen. So we're going to pour this in here and we're going to test it to see for the chlorine that's present. Now we've got this reagent, and by adding a few drops of this reagent, you'll be able to see if there's any chlorine present. The presence of chlorine will mean that this tap water here that's in the cup here will turn a lime green or a yellow colour. Now immediately that's starting to change colour, and you can see it from its changing colour there. You can see it's going very bright yellow. Now here's the thing, somebody showed me this presentation years and years ago, and this was the reason why I fell in love with the water systems that we're showing today, the Tyent system, because I was never a tap water drinker. However, I did prepare my food with tap water like the majority of most people that are out there. This is an ordinary lemon. It's a rodeo lemon, and it's again bought from a local grocery. We're going to take a slice of this lemon here, just take a quarter of it and cut it into a quarter. All right, and just create this there so I can hold. Now, I'm gonna take this lemon here and place it into this chlorinated water here. Watch what happens to the chlorine that's present, okay? So, lemon goes in, a small stir there, and you can see that the chlorine has totally disappeared. Now the question is that where is that chlorine gone? Well, we know it's now in the lemon. And here the point is that when you prepare your food, your fruit, your vegetables, washing it under chlorinated water, again, it's attaching itself to anything organic, be it the food that you're preparing, and now you're going to eat that, okay, ingesting the chlorine. To take it a step further, you don't even have to use fruit and vegetables. If I take another 2 of these empty glasses here, take one sample of, again, the same tap water that we just used, okay? And I'm gonna take a mouthful of this tap water and almost just swig it from left to right, return it into here and retest that, okay? So, I don't like doing this, but... Okay, so hopefully pretty even. Oh, okay. And we're going to test now the original cup that I took the sample from for the chlorine. And what you're going to see, of course, it's going to turn, and we know that that water is chlorinated. Now, the sample that I spat back out, which is now in this cup, when I retest that for chlorine, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, yes, no change. The reason there's no change is because now that chlorine has been absorbed in my mucus lining and absorbed straight into my bloodstream. Okay, and that's the reason why there is no chlorine present in this one here, okay? So, of course, the big question is, how do we then get to have water that is not chlorinated at all, and a system that can actually remove chlorine from all your water sources so you can prepare healthy foods, healthy rinsing of vegetables with no absorbing the chlorine into your food produce? And the answer is to use the Tyent system. By selecting any of our alkaline levels or the H2O levels, we can take this cup here, take our sample and test it for chlorine to show you that there is no chlorine in the Tyent water that comes out of our machines. So here's the water coming out now. We'll take exactly the same drops. Let's move these 2 out of the way and terminate that. And now we can take our chlorine test and put 2 big squirts in there, and you will see there will not be any reaction at all. That means that you can use Tyent and confidently know that you're preparing your foods, your fruit, your vegetables, your drinking water has no chlorine present inside.